happy Saturday to you. I come to share a weekly word, and this week's word is I'm blessed. I just was listening to that little radio on the gospel station, and that song came on by Uncle Charlie, I'm blessed. And it made me think I was going to title this something else, but I just kind of going to talk. This has been a rough week for me. I've been in a lot of pain, and pain will shut you down and sit you down. So it's been rough. But through it all, I'm still blessed. And that's what I want to tell you today is that whatever season that you're in, I've been able to kind of watch a few little YouTubes and videos here and there. And whatever season you're in, just be thankful to God and realize how blessed you are. On Thursday, I've been able to work from home all week, even though I was in bad pain. I probably wouldn't have been able to go in the office had we had to go in. And I'm thankful for my job. That, right now we're in a season where we are working from home. But Thursday, I had to make a presentation, y'all. And when I tell you that was one of my worst pain days, that Thursday. And that was the day I finally broke down and actually took some pain meds. But I waited till after I had to make the presentation. And y'all, I barely held myself up to do the presentation. I didn't get on camera that day, but I was able to call in the meeting. Because I just been laying in the bed working. And so I got up and I said, let me just try to sit up, y'all. And I could barely hold my body up. Because not only was my knee just inflamed and in pain and burning, I hadn't been sleeping. Seemed like my whole body was just hurting that day. And I was like, I got through I didn't get on camera, but I went ahead and made the presentation, and my manager texted me and told me it went well, and I did great, thank you. And my coworker had some nice words to say to me, and I was telling her, she said, I couldn't even tell you was sick. After that presentation, I crawled. Well, I walked, but it was literally could have been a crawl as slow as I was moving back to the bed, y'all. And then it was like, oh my God, I left the computer in there. So then I had to drag my body back in there to get the computer to put back in the bed with me so I can still work. But you know what, through it all, I was still thankful because I didn't have to use a sick day. I was still able to work from home. I could lay in the bed and actually work and still do work, and even though I was hurting real bad. And it just made me think about how God blesses you in whatever situation you're in, how you always have something to be thankful for, and how blessed you are. And it made me think about what I was saying as marriages are falling apart all on social media and things are going on. How you should be thankful for whatever season you in. If you're in a season of singleness, you're watching somebody else's marriage thinking, wow, I wish I had a mate, I wish I had this, I wish I had that. And there's nothing wrong with companionship. Marriage is great. Marriage is honorable, but singleness is also great. Enjoy your singleness in the season that you're in until God gets ready to bless you, whether he ever blesses you with a husband or not. Learn how to be enjoyable for what you're in. Sometimes we don't even know how to manage, how to be by ourselves and do things by ourselves and uphold. We can't even deal with our own problems. And could you imagine you asking for a husband you can't deal with yourself? How you going to deal with somebody else? Are you asking for a wife and you can't deal with yourself? And how you going to deal with somebody else? And the person marriage you idolize and going through this and that, and you like, oh, you thinking their marriage is so wonderful and you wishing for a marriage just like theirs. Or you have a mate, or you have a wife, and your wife may be cooking hot dogs for dinner every day, so to speak, but at least she's cooking. Because somebody else's wife may not even be bringing them a hot meal. Are you looking at somebody bringing their wife flowers every day, and you say, oh, I wish my husband was more romantic. And your husband going to work every day, treating you with respect, treating you kind, but this joker bringing her flowers every day because he putting his hands on her every day. You worried about the season that somebody else got in, and you not worried and being thankful for your own season. I remember how someone was telling me, and I saw this on TikTok recently, the girl was saying in the video started off, what's wrong with me living in an apartment? I got a roof over my head. I got food to eat. My bills are paid. God is good. And that's how you have to look at every situation. Don't let people shame you about something that's a blessing in your life. You woke up this morning. That's a blessing. Whether it's a hoopty or a Cadillac Escalade. That Cadillac Escalade is going to get you the same A and B point that hoopty going to get you. And I remember sometimes, somebody will see you walking and you will elevate to a bike and they want to clown you for riding the bike. But not one time when you was walking that they stopped to pick you up. Not one dime that they offer to put on your car. But they trying to shame and embarrass you, and you shame for what God has blessed you with that bike and move you up. No one could ever shame me about the hoopties I was driving. I drove a plenty. And I ain't driving nothing fancy now. But when I got the titles for both my daughter and our car, I was like, Lord, I thank you. I remember when. But every title I've gotten a car title for, Lord, I thank you. I remember when I was walking. I remember when I was riding the bus. But I was thankful in those seasons. And I look back now, as much pain and need I'm in now, I'm thinking, Lord, I couldn't even get to the bus stop. As bad a shape my knee is in. Be thankful for your season and your blessing. You sitting up here got a healthy child and you worried about this, that, and the third. Worried about you can't give your child this or that. You blessed. It's people wish their child was not healthy. They in the hospital over in St. Jude or some children's hospital fighting some type of cancer or something. And you complaining about your child running around and being healthy. If it was a parent that would love to have their child running around and play and not have a care in the world, not have to fight any kind of disease or any type of cancer. They're fighting for their life and you complaining and whining about the child you got that's just a little bit rambunctious. Be thankful for the season that you're in. And I'm telling you, somebody tried to shame me about living in an apartment. Well, I'm thankful because I had a season when I was living in a shelter. I was thankful then to have a roof over my head that me and my child and myself didn't have to be outside. It's people living outside every day. And it's people living in their car, not by choice. I know a lot of people living in it by choice, but it's some because they have to. Sleeping on the ground, don't know where their next meal is going to come from. If God bless you with beans and rice, then eat the beans and rice and be thankful in the season for beans and rice. That you're able to provide beans and rice to your family. And keep working and keep believing He'll bless you to move past that. And somebody else you sitting up here watching and they got this and they got this back fence, a house and that. They don't even know how they're going to pay the bills. How they going to keep the mortgage going. How they going to pay the next car note. And you thinking it's all of that and all good. And they struggling. I tell you, when you get your mind focused on other people's things in their lane, you can't run your own race. Your race and your lane may have several hurdles over it. And somebody else may be smooth sailing. But you don't know what kind of demons they're fighting. And as I hear people younger and younger leaving here, you know what a blessing is to have your life, to wake up in the morning, to have brand new mercies of a new day, to have another chance to get something right, to enjoy your life. And you sitting up here mad at the world about something and letting somebody disturb your peace and your joy. I'm not finna give nobody that in my time and my power and my day. I'm going to enjoy the season I'm in because tomorrow is not promised. Like I say, it's people here leaving here that's way younger than me, younger than you. Every time your child or you or your husband or you go back and have safe travels to and fro, that's a blessing. Every time your child make it back in safety, that's a blessing. You hear every day people getting shot. And people didn't have anything to do with it. They just in the right place at the wrong time. Not the wrong place at the wrong time. They being somewhere that's minding their own business, doing something right. And something bad happens. And bad things do happen to good people. That's why I have to tell you, you have to be thankful for the season that you're in, because through all the pain-filled days I've had this week, I still know that I am truly, truly blessed. Because I remember when it was this, and I remember when it was that. And even through the trials and the tribulations I go through, I know they're only temporary. Whatever you're going through, it's only temporary. And I probably could lead you to a whole lot of scriptures and all of that, but I don't have a scripture to say today. I'm just going to tell you to trust God, believe God. God is always with you through the good, the up, the down, the bad, the sad, the happy, the glad. But know that through it all, no matter what, if you still here today and you are breathing, you are blessed. Be grateful for your season and don't worry about the next season. If it's summer for you right now and winter for somebody else, be grateful for your summer months. Deal with the heat and move on. This too shall pass. It's only temporary. Trust God. Be thankful. Be thankful for your blessings that you have. And celebrate the blessings of others. Anyway, y'all, that's enough of my jibber jabber. I just wanted to kind of share that with you today, because like I said, I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful to be up, and I'm thankful to be out today, even able to come out. Am I still in some pain? Yes, I am. But I'm yet blessed. And I want you all to remember that whatever season that you're in, thank God for it, because you are truly blessed. Know that you are loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others, to be joyful and be blessed. And I love y'all. I'll see you later on. Bye.